What's good? What's good? What's good? It's your boy Jay Gibson, CEO, co-founder, and president of BossTalk Nation, and we in the building. It's another Friday. You know what it is. We always bring you that hot fire content each and every Friday. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we doing our thing out here. I just want to give a big shout out to everybody who's been supporting, everybody who supports the brand, and everybody who knows what's going on out here. It's crazy. So what we like to do is we've been getting a lot of feedback from people out there in the industry and people who've been watching the show. And they've requested some of the ladies to come through. Every time we do a ladies episode, we get a lot of good feedback. So what we decided to do is start making Friday Night Ladies Night. And what we're going to do is, starting off this week, we're going to start bringing ladies to the table who doing their thing. Let's just put it like that. So I got, a couple guests that's going to be stopping by, and then we're going to get to the show. So let me play the intro, and then we're going to get busy. This is Boss Talk Nation, you heard?
So you want to be a boss. You going to be a legend. You going to go down as one of the greats. Well, welcome to the place where all of that begins. See, for me, I started off in the booth. I was writing rhymes, I was coming up with concepts, and we were putting in long nights to make those dreams come true. But along the way, I learned some lessons. That the real power in the game wasn't in front of the camera, it's behind the camera. And as I learned how to go from an entertainer into an entrepreneur, a burning desire to spread that knowledge to others who were just like me started to brew. And then it started to bubble until it overflowed. And the first thing I did was go find other bosses, other people who were like-minded and had a vision and wanted to change the culture forever, to provide the information and the resources and the network necessary to change the game. So we formed Boss Talk Nation. CEOs from different area codes. People who are the greats and the goats in their lane. And we put it all together. Because like the great Chuck D said, it'll take a nation of millions to hold us back. And now that we got Boss Talk Nation, you're going to need a lot more than that.
What's going on? What's going on?
Hi.
How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Lisa from Las Vegas. How are you?
How you doing? I'm good. Welcome to the show. And I also have your fellow guest here. She just maybe she hit the wrong button.
We just did our show, so I'm still on the set.
Oh, that's good. That's perfect. How you doing? Is it Myrna? How you pronounce your name?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Lisa.
How are you?
Good, and you?
Good.
You look beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
It's all good. So, let the people know. We'll start with Lisa, who you are, and introduce yourself to the audience so we can get familiar with you.
Oh, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for having me this afternoon. I'm Lisa, and my company name is LaSalle Styles. I have been in the fashion and jewelry business all of my life. I grew up in a family of, my father was a jeweler. My mother had 2 boutiques in California. I studied in Europe. I studied fashion design in Europe. So fast forward to now, I am still in the fashion business. However, I am a reseller on a platform called Poshmark.
Right.
So I resell new and gently used clothing for a sustainable future. So my closet on Poshmark has been there for a couple of years. However, I started on eBay in 2012 And actually, as a reseller, you know, it was actually just to supplement my income and help my daughter with her dance career. She is a ballerina. So, you know, the tuition and all of that was always a little bit, you know, it's not inexpensive to raise a dance student. So, you know, that's how I kind of began.
Right.
Um, like I said before, I'm based out of Las Vegas, and I now am also the presenter of a show that we have here called Music Meets Fashion. So we do pop-up shops, events. We just had our live broadcast on Instagram with Music Meets Fashion because, you know, fashion and music are such emotions.
Right.
And, you know, we wake up every day and we clothe ourselves and we feel a certain way when we clothe ourselves. And it depends on what mood we're in and where we're going. And the same goes for music. You know, it's Friday night now. We probably want to, you know, have a nice glass of wine and kind of chill, or you know, maybe you want to listen to something that's going to be more upbeat and happy for the weekend. So again, those are those emotions. So hence Music Meets Fashion. um you know, I present all of my pieces live,
Oh,
and we do events and pop-up shops, and we are here to collaborate with you know, other not only artists and musicians, but also designers and other fashion people. So that's kind of in a nutshell what I do.
I mean,
It's a lot,
yeah,
but
that's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. But I mean, hey, you got to do what you got to do in this environment, especially. And you made some good points, and we're gonna touch on some of that because there's definitely music and fashion. There's definitely a collaboration, a connection there. And I'd like to let Myrna introduce herself, and
yeah.
you know, let's see what she's all about.
Yes.
Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
my
So,
name is Mirna Leveron.
mhm,
I'm from El Salvador,
okay.
and I have 4 kids, all boys.
Oh wow, I know that's a lot, right? That's a lot to do,
It's a lot, and I'm blessing, you know.
right?
Yeah, they are good kids. And I've been here like for 14 years in the United States.
Hmm.
Um, I'm all the time living in Georgia, and I have like couple of business. I have a spa, but it's like a skincare. I'm a esthetician.
Right,
I'm been studying like 2 years, and I keep studying. You know, go to the school because it's a lot of things you can learn about the skin, the
right.
skincare. Yeah.
Well, that's definitely interesting. That's definitely interesting, and you got to have good skin if you're trying to be into fashion and entertainment and just everyday life, right? So
Yeah,
that's
and
definitely.
I wanna look young, you know, because I want I want to
I have to call you and get some treatment.
yeah, I wanna do modeling all the time, you know.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
And- yeah, and I do modeling. I do fashion show too,
Oh, okay.
and I love that.
No, that's great. That's great. I mean, we're definitely going to get into the whole fashion show world, and you know, and just give the audience some tips of people who may want to get into that field because it's definitely growing. Um,
Yeah,
I'd like to ask Lisa some questions. I mean, going being in Vegas is the entertainment capital of the world. So talk about, you know, some of the experiences. Have you did some collaborations with some of the casinos, some of the more, you know, shows that we may have heard of or something like that? Or how does it work, you know, having a business in a place like Las Vegas?
Well, I've lived in Las Vegas for 20 years.
Okay.
So I've been here a long time, and I know a lot of people. Music Meets Fashion now actually is a collaboration that was birthed, if you will, when we went into lockdown. So music meets fashion is very, very new. And Las Vegas just now went to 50% occupancy. I believe it was about a week ago. So we are just now moving with music meets fashion. We are, we did a lot of live broadcasts when we were in lockdown and when we were only at 25 and 35% capacity. So I'm excited to see what Las Vegas is going to, bring to us and what we're actually working on. We are working on some interesting collaborations with nonprofits here, which is very, very exciting. We just toured the facility of the Cupcake Girls, which is a nonprofit here in Las Vegas that fights against human trafficking, sex trafficking, which is a big, big issue here in the city of Las Vegas. So we are doing they have their 10-year anniversary, and we are doing their event, their pop-up event. We are participating for that nonprofit for the Cupcake Girls. So to answer your question, we are just now getting out with Music Meets Fashion and with events. I've done past events with my fashions. However, what makes it more interesting now is the music and the fashion aspect, and me, being like the MC or the host, the presenter, and really lifting others up and helping others with their mission in life, like with the Cupcake Girls and that human trafficking aspect, really kind of supporting the community and embracing them and standing behind their mission, because here in Las Vegas it's a big problem, I think all over the world, but here sex trafficking is something that some people maybe don't even know about it. These women and men, they get branded with their pimp or their sex trafficker's logo or whatever you want. And this Cupcake Girls, this facility that we're supporting, their event, their 10 years that they've been in existence, they're making a building which is called Locals for All, where these individuals can go and get those tattoos removed. They can go get their hair done. They can go do a yoga class, do breath work, get counseling. So it's a really good cause that we're supporting here on April 17th. So that's kind of, as far as the entertainment part, I think that'll be a conversation for maybe 6 months down the road, because we are so, I guess, new and just now opening up. But this is what we have in the pipeline. So we're doing some charity work for right now.
Okay, great. So I'm gonna that's great information you just dropped. I just wanted to acknowledge that and thank you for your work in that field, because I mean, like you said, it's all over. So I can imagine a place like Las Vegas is, it's a lot of activity going on out there. So I'm gonna go ahead, because this is ladies' night, gonna pass this over to my lovely co-host, let her run the show, and I'm gonna step back to production wing in the back. All right. So I was lovely to meet you, ladies. We'll be supporting your causes behind the scenes, and I'm pretty sure we'll talk later. And it has been a pleasure. And I'm out.
Thank you.
Thank you, Julian, for stepping in.
No problem.
Like, pardon my tardiness, ladies. I'm trying to get. Am I even? Okay, I'm trying to get situated here. Okay, I had some technical difficulties, ladies and audience members, those that are watching. So I do apologize for being tardy. I'm usually not, but welcome, ladies. I believe you have already introduced yourselves, correct?
Yes.
Gotten introductions out of the way. Okay, awesome. Well, I'm going to introduce myself very quickly just because I'm just now getting on. And then I'm going to allow Anja to introduce herself as well. Honestly, since Anja just came on, go ahead and introduce yourself, Anja. I'll go last. Introduce yourself and tell us. I was having technical difficulties, Anja. I just told everybody that. I just got on myself. So you're in good company. Can you hear us? Can you hear us yet, Anja? Okay, I don't think you can hear us just yet. Okay. We can see you. But no, guys, my name is Tileda Dunn. I am the CEO and founder of Talent Life Management. What we do as an organization is we help individuals to incorporate their talents into their life, and we help them to manage that in a prosperous manner. Now, basically meaning that we Talent Life Management, do whatever it takes to get you to where you're trying to be with it, with whatever it is, your project, your talent, your if it's a fashion show, if you need a platform to do motivational speaking, if you are a saleswoman and you need more clients, like we help get you, basically help you make money with what it is you love to do. That's what we help you to do, right? And we don't do it by ourselves. We're a community. We all work together, all of us together. So I wanted to say, hey, I'm also the founder and creator of the Fully Clothed Project, which is not what it sounds like. The Fully Clothed Project basically deals with the fact that we are more than just the skin we're in. We're more than just our assets, our body parts, if you will. We have brains, we have businesses, we have some of us are activists. We have a lot going on. So we want to focus more on that than on the physical. So that's what I'm also doing right now. Now we're going to go ahead and bring Miss Anja on. If you can come on, unmute and come on. So we want to focus more on that than on the physical. Right. So that's what I'm also doing right now. Now we're going to go ahead. Anja says echo. Wait, hold on. Okay. Hey, Anja, go ahead and introduce yourself, my lady.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, awesome.
All right. We are ready when you are, my lady.
Okay.
Can everybody hear me?
Awesome.
Okay?
I have a bit of a lag, so I apologize for that. So my name is Anja Altis. I am 23. I'm a professional model in the Atlanta area. I first came to Atlanta for Georgia Tech for biomedical and chemical engineering. I am also a model coach. I own 2 nonprofits in the area. I'm the senior executive of an entertainment group called Jamil Signs, GMSA. Wow, I always get overwhelmed whenever I try to say everything that I do. I just finished developing a fitness program for models that is called Model Sculpt. And as I said before, I am a model coach, but that comes with a lot of different facets. And a very large facet of that is important to me is mental health and self-care in the modeling world and stuff like that. So I am also in the process of developing my first event series that is of my own. I have also been an asset in other productions as a production assistant, a director, and many other capacities. But my new event series is where activism and creativity meet. It's meant to bring my nonprofits and my modeling career together. And I'm finally finishing my app for the Southeast Creative Talent Directory, and that is meant to bring the lower level in. But when I say lower level, I don't mean less talented. The lower level creative talent industry closer to together, and by that I mean like you're not considered an A or C-list celebrity. So it's just meant to bring that network closer and kind of fill some of the gaps that I've noticed a lot of creatives are getting frustrated by.
Awesome. Okay, that was absolutely a mouthful. That was absolutely a mouthful. Can you guys hear me okay? Everybody can hear me okay? It was absolutely a mouthful. Okay. All right, awesome. All right, ladies, now, speaking of health and wellness. And yeah, I think somebody does have a speaker on. Somebody has a speaker on. Is it you, Andrew? Because I hear myself echoing in the background. Let's we have our speaker on. Yeah, sure. Yeah, because I can hear myself. I think somebody does have a speaker on. Somebody has a speaker on. Is it you, Andrew?
It might be me. I'm gonna be my.
Yeah, because I'm echoing back at myself. Right. Okay. Okay, ladies. Now tonight tonight is all about basically self-care. Self-care. And Julian threw the wine in there. I was like, where'd the wine come from? So I guess that comes in part of self-care too. You want to relax and chill, sit back and just be comfortable, because this is kind of a relaxed type show. We're not that serious. But we want to still, first I want to ask you. Now, I was growing up, we didn't talk about such things as this. Self-care is something that I don't even know if my mother even knows it exists. As a mom, she was a single mother. She just kept going and going and going, like the Energizer Bunny, and never stopping. Never going to the doctor. Who needs a doctor? Never really. So she just kept working. She worked all the time. She tried to take care of the kids, and that was it. So for me, I want to know basically, how was it for you all? First off, growing up, was self-care something that y'all talked about in your household? Was it something that you've practiced in the past? And also, what does it mean to you? What does taking care of self mean to you? Or what does that look like for you? Okay. So I want to start with, we're going to start with Myrna.
Yes,
What is
that's true. Anything you say. We forget us. We forget completely us, and that's not good. I used to work with a doctor. She's a gynecologist, and I see a lot of women. They forget completely, and they go to the doctor when they don't feel good, when they have some symptom, like they feel like sick or something. And I told them, why you wait? They wait too much, like 5 years, 7 years. They never been in the doctor. That's not good. We have to be good and take care of, because if we are okay, we are good, everybody will be good. You can, if you like um like feel good, not sick or something like that, your kids will be okay. You will take care of them very well. So you have to take care of you first. You are first, the first one, and then the other one. The rest of the family.
Awesome. Did you grow up with that, Myrna? Did your family practice that growing up? Just taking care of self and being cognizant of that?
No, my mother-in-law, she never take care. My mom, I forced her. I told her, you gotta go to the doctor, check every year. If you don't feel good, you go to the doctor. If you feel something weird on your body, because your body talk to you. They told you something. If you feel something, some pain, something change in your body, if they told you something happened inside you, inside your body.
Awesome. And so that's basically what self-care means to you, is your focus with self-care is more on taking care of you on a physical level, more physically. Okay, got you. So we're gonna go now to, thank you, Miss Myrna. We're gonna go, and you're exactly right. I agree 1000%. I still do it, so don't tell anybody, but I'm still guilty of not taking care of me better. We're working on that though. So, okay, we're going to go with Miss Lisa. Next, Miss Lisa, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much. Great to see you. So for me, my mother was basically a workaholic. She worked and worked and worked until she basically just got so sick she could no longer work. So self-care was never talked about. It was never, I mean, her idea of self-care would come home exhausted and just sit in front of the TV. That was her self-care. So for me, I would always try to balance, you know, my kids now, I'm an empty nester pretty much. So my kids are grown, but when they were at home, I had a hard time balancing my life or my things that were important to me. I did a lot of self-sacrifice, which I now recognize fast forward to now. So for me, my self-care is even more important, or I've recognized it more now. And the tools that I use are things that help me in moments where I may be a little bit stressed or I might have some anxiety. I've got, you know, meditation, which I love. I like to just go inward, quiet the mind, because I tend to kind of have that monkey mind and have a lot going on in my brain. So meditation has helped me a lot. I love essential oils. Those are great for anything really. If you're feeling anxious or if you're feeling a headache or anything like that, I love essential oils. And then the third thing is just, you know, exercise. Just take a walk, breathe deep. You know, try to I think for me it's more the mind. Just let go of the day or things that are too many things that are going on. I read an interesting article the other day where I forget who it was, the woman's name, but she just said, write everything on a piece of paper, just everything that's in your brain, and then prioritize from there what needs to get done. So, you know, there's many different ways to take care of oneself. But I think at the end of the day, it's balance and having those tools that you can turn to that will help you take care of yourself better.
That's right. Sometimes I get one day a week or one day a month to go get my relax massage, my nails done, something, you know, for me, and take care of myself, you know. Do I'm just be relax at home and take a hot shower and all the stuff because I need it. This life
Awesome.
is crazy sometimes.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies. I can relate to all of that. Please believe me on that. But Anja, we're going to get to you now and just let us know basically
Yeah.
what your definition of self-care is. And is this something that's new to you, or have you been pretty much growing up with it, you know? Because I mean, I know you're in the health field anyway. You're kind of like, you're healthy, you're athletic, you understand how to take care of the physical part of it. I find that most people you're muted. You're gonna have to unmute yourself. You're gonna have to unmute Anja, or is he muting you? Can we unmute you? I find that most people you're muted. Okay. You're gonna have to unmute yourself. You're gonna have to unmute
I'm unmuted.
Anja,
I'm unmuted.
Okay. I still hear it echoing in your background though.
Okay, so if we just go back to my mother, I was raised in a very unique circumstance, I guess. And I've never really seen my mother take care of herself in any way. I've tried to get her to do it in even the smallest of ways, but you know, I'm really proud of her whenever she does like the smallest thing of buying like a new body scrub at TJ Maxx. You know, she does not care. what her life was before children. She very much took on the role of being a mother, and that being her identity, and caring for us over really anything else. And it was an interesting upbringing. And then also for me, just growing up, I didn't really learn about self-care because she didn't take care of herself. Circumstances around the whole situation, you know, what my life was growing up. There really was no self-care involved. I grew up with a number of mental disorders that were not addressed. So I didn't have a comprehension really of what self-care was until I was 20 years old and I was hospitalized for the first time. So after that, and I started going into actual intense therapy, I really started to learn what self-care is. And to me, at this point in my life and everything I've been through, self-care is as little as brushing your teeth, to washing your face, to taking a shower, to making a home-cooked meal, to watching your favorite movie. Self-care is anything that makes you feel cared for inside. And it can be, you know, for me, like, I'll watch like a movie that was one of my favorites when I was 5 years old. And that's because the 5-year-old in me is upset and she needs to be comforted. So I am self-caring by watching that movie and comforting her. As a model, you know, self-care is in the simplest ways of what the things I said in the beginning, you know, taking a shower, doing my skincare routine, doing my nails, exfoliating. I like making my own exfoliators, you know, that's kind of fun with like the stuff I'm already using in my daily life, like my coffee grounds, sugar, stuff like that. I think self-care is anything that makes you feel a little bit more protected and okay in this world.
I agree. Wow, I agree 100%.
A little bit more.
That was going to be my next, actually my next statement was a lot of people, when they think of self-care, they think of the physical. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Well, you have to be healthy, you have to eat right, you have to exercise, you have to do all these things. But as human beings, we are a multitude of things. You know what I'm saying? We are a body, we are a mind, we are a spirit. You know what I'm saying? And if all three of those are not in harmony, if one of them is too far up or too far down or too far this, it's all just out of flux. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I believe that healthcare, it needs to be separated into different areas. And like you said, it's different for every person. You're one week I may have to be mentally okay. There are weeks that my 3 kids are like, I'm like, oh my Jesus, you know, I'm going to lose my mind, you know? So my healthcare at that point is I have to woosah, and it's not so much a physical woosah. It's here. It's in my head. I have to go to my quiet place. Like, okay, Tileda, you're okay. They're going to grow up. It's going to be okay. But you're going to make it. But yes, I have 2 autistic sons, and my daughter is she's amazing. She's such a big help. But it's like a rat race in my house. And so a lot of my self-care comes from just a lot of, like Miss Lisa said, a lot of meditation, a lot of quiet baths, like Myrna said, middle of the night bubble baths. Oh yeah, with candles and some wine. I'm like,
Oh my God, I want that.
It's on and popping. But it can be something as small as those things. I know a lot of people think that you have to go out and spend money. Well, you know, I don't have money for spa treatments every week, or getting my nails done, or my toes. I wish I did. But, you know, my daughter and I will sit at home and have a spa day. It's something as simple as that. I do her nails, do her face, she does mine. And it's like, it's nice, you know? Any little thing, like you said, Anja, any little thing, it can be considered taking care of self, basically. It's different for each person. Did you want to add something to that, Myrna? You want to add something?
You have to come. I can take care of your skin. You have to come to me.
That I know. That's why you're here, actually, because I asked Myrna actually to be a sponsor for tonight. So Myrna is our sponsor for tonight. She is an esthetician, so she's offered a microbrasion. I don't know what this is, but microdermabrasion for the ladies on the panel. Can you explain to us what that is?
It's the facial, deep clean facial.
A deep clean facial. Okay.
And then I do microdermabrasion, like. Yeah, exfoliate all the face, take all the dye, skin, and all the stuff. It's good. It's good for anybody.
I've never had it done. I've never had it done.
Oh no, you have to come. You will love it.
I'm afraid I will.
You
so
have
I'm going to keep coming back. but yes, guys, Miss Myrna offered to give you guys the facial, so that's great. I'm going to hook you all up after this lovely panel, and we'll get that all settled. Okay, and now, like I said, Julian, my lovely Julian, the coordinator of this show, and thank you again, Julian, for stepping in for me tonight. He also put in here wealth. Now, we're doing self-care, wealth, and wine. And just like in real life, I'm looking so forward to getting to the wine. Why is that? It's just the word itself. I'm like, wine is good. But the wealth part of it, guys, we're going to talk about what is wealth. Oh, you already got it. Look, I'm just like, it's on and popping already. Nice. But that's the wonderful part about being at home. You know what I'm saying? Like being at the house.
Yeah. I wish I can be home now. I'm just.
Look, it's awesome.
Yeah.
But we have, okay, so ladies, I am not wealthy.
I got my sweatpants underneath this.
Oh my God, you're not supposed to snitch that. You're supposed to pretend like you're fully dressed. You're not supposed to tell us that. But no, we're as far as wealth, ladies, wealth. Now, I've always thought that wealth meant you have to have a lot of money, right? Your bank account had to be fat. But I found that as I get older, that wealth can mean many different things for many different people. So, as far as wealth goes, do you feel that at this time in your life that you are wealthy? And if you do, explain why. Like, what does wealthy look like for you? I'm going to start with Anja this time. We're going to go backwards this time. What is the wealth that you feel you possess? And if you're rich, tell me. Be like, I won the lottery last week, Tileda. I'm straight up really wealthy.
So I am fortunate enough to be in a situation where I am winning capitalism, I guess. So that makes me wealthy in terms that I can buy material objects. But for me, that is not what wealth is. For me, I'm going to go back to what I was saying before, any time that I've ever been asked in my life what I want from life, what I think is most valuable in life, I think I have always said that it is happiness and experiences. It is not material objects. It is the memories that you hold. And so for me, mental health is wealth. So right now, honestly, I would say, I think I want to think of a good analogy for this, because I think that I am very wealthy in terms of emotional intelligence and the therapy that I've had and the skills that I've built through the mental illnesses and autoimmune illnesses that I have. But right now, I feel like I'm kind of like down in that intelligence a little bit, like they're winning over me a little bit, and I'm trying to think of like a really good analogy for that, and right now it's not coming to me, which is frustrating. But overall, I would say that I feel like I am very I'm very wealthy in my emotional intelligence, but there is moments where I don't feel very wealthy in my emotional happiness. So I think there comes a balance to that. And I think it's like if you were to imagine your, I guess, your emotional happiness in terms of an economic system, you know, you have to put in emotional wealth to get back emotional happiness. And you have to invest in that emotional happiness, that emotional wealth to bring back that emotional happiness.
I agree.
So I think that self-care and mental health are really important. Wealth, obviously, you can become really wealthy without those things, but to be emotionally happy and experience those things is much different.
Wow, I'm just going to give you this compliment. I don't know if I'm supposed to do this or not, but I'm going to do it anyway. Anja, if I heard correctly, you said you were 23 years old. For a 23-year-old, and I'm just being real, and I deal with a lot of young people in the modeling and talent industry.
23-year-old. I am 23, by the way.
You're 20 who? 22? You speak like a 50-year-old. You're 23. You're 23. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Your spirit is nowhere near that. You are such an old soul. I can just hear it in you. And the stuff that you have been through. Guys, we're going to have to get together and create a support system for women in this industry, because there is not enough going on, because that is another part of our self-care that we need to start doing, is women helping other women. Okay. Even if it's just on Zoom, if we all just get on there and just talk about experiences and solutions and things that we've been through and what we did to overcome some of these things, because we have some women that have been through some serious stuff, man. And, you know, wow. I mean, I'm one of them. You know, you don't hear me talk about the things I've been through, of course, you know, but believe you me, someone said to me the other day, they said, Tileda, I can tell by the way that you are and who you are as a person that you've been through a lot. And I'm like, really? Is it that obvious? Or like, yeah, it's obvious. And I'm like, wow, I rarely mention it, but yeah, been through a lot and came out on the other side, you know, and, it builds character. It builds the person that you are, and it does something to you also mentally, physically, and as well as spiritually. And yeah, I agree, Anja. Having those things, that happiness, that inner happiness, wow, that's like the wealthiest that you can possibly be, I think. Okay, and we're gonna go to, oh gosh, you got some great points, young lady. We are gonna go to Miss Lisa, back to Miss Lisa. And we're going to get your input on this lovely wealth. You look wealthy over there with that fat closet sitting back there behind you. I'm trying to get up in that closet.
Yes, I'm on our set of Music Meets Fashion. So yes, this is very abundant. So can we say that wealth equals abundance? Can we say that?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so for me, wealth is abundance, basically living an abundant life, having things provided for you. Sometimes, you know, I've gone through tough times in my life where I didn't know where I was going to, you know, how I was going to feed my child. I was a single mother. I was 28. I was living in Germany, and I didn't know how I was going to buy the formula. So for me, the universe always provides, and that is like my belief that somehow, some way, with your inner strength, you can create and have that abundance come back to you. So it's, for me, abundance and wealth is a creation. What are you creating? How are you creating your life? So yes, abundance is on our set. Abundance is in my life, my happiness, my health, my family. That's all for me. wealthy and abundance, as far as everyone being okay and thriving, having goals,
Right.
you know, continuing their journey. Like I look at my daughter and I'm just so proud of her and what she's accomplished. She's the same age, she's 23. So she is very, you know, an advocate in the community. So that for me is abundance. I've raised a capable person. My son as well, he's 17, he lives with his dad. So if I look around and I wake up every morning, I just thank God, I thank the universe that I am abundant, I'm okay, I'm alive, I'm healthy. And for me, that's my wealth.
Awesome sauce. I am awesome sauce. I just, that's all I can say. That was perfect. I agree with everything you said. I completely agree. We have Miss Ollie. She's watching. It's one of our ladies watching. She says you have to try it. She was saying you just have to try it. You know, as whatever it takes to take care of you, you just have to try it. So I was like, yeah, you just have to try it. If you don't know how to do it, just try. Just try something. It'll. What do you have to lose? I mean, really, honestly, like try it and see if it makes you feel better. If it does, keep doing it. As long as it's not hurting anybody, you know. But all right, Miss Mirna, let's go to you, my love. How do you feel about wealth?
Okay, I think wealth is like how you feel with your life. You know,
Mm,
if you feel comfortable or uncomfortable with your life. If you're not comfortable, you have to looking for that. You know, you have to um fight for that. You have to work for that. You have to do whatever you have to do for that. You know,
get it?
for be better, for take care of you, feel comfortable with you, confident. You know, looking for you inside of you.
Mm,
Um, and what I can say, I'm really blessed woman because I am single mom. I have 4 kids, all boys, and
wow.
then I'm just the only thing I can say. Thank God, thank like she said, universe, and I want to be like inspiration for women because This is not my country. It's a really hard when it's not your country. I have no family here, only my kids. So, but if I want something, I go for that. I'm just yeah, and I don't scare no nothing. This is not my language, so it's a really difficult. It's not really. It's just a little bit. It depends on you. You know, I'm just want to be like my community or any community women. Um, I want just told them like you feel like if you feel something, just do it. You know, just do it. It's not a matter if you're scared, if you're not. You know, like when you try it something, when you eat something new, you don't know how is that right, how that tastes or something. But you have to try it. I told my kid if you don't try it, you don't know if you like or not.
You don't know, right?
Yeah, you just try something different, do something different. If you're not comfortable on your job, just change something more good will coming. So yeah, just keep moving, and everything will come. You know, everything will come to you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just can tell you I'm 41 years old, so I'm really happy with my life. I'm really healthy. My family is healthy. So, and I wish everything for all that for everybody.
Yay.
you
Okay, no, I can
know,
tell that you do. I can
and
tell you what you do.
yeah, and I'm here for help any woman because I'm really like to help, you know, anybody. Well, I don't have much, but anything I have, I can share with anybody, you know, bless.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I got you. Yes, ma'am. I can see that in you. I can feel it. Even when we met, I felt that energy that you have. And it's like I said, it's a whole combination of things,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
physical, spiritual, mental. You want to be intact with all of those, whenever possible. I I am not very wealthy as far as
And
monetary.
let me tell you something. Never is too late.
Never. Oh,
Never is too late.
oh, you talking to me with my 40-ish
Yeah,
self.
it's
Right.
what I told you.
Oh, I
Never
know.
is too late. So you if you want to do something, just start to do it.
Let's do it.
Just do it. If you
Right.
feel to do something, just do it.
If you're doing, I tell people, just do the next right thing. If you do the next right thing, you're going to be okay. Because the universe is going to replace everything that you do, is going to kind of restore it back to you.
Yeah.
So make sure that everything you do has a positive connotation to it, that you're doing something that means something. If you're being the best you that you can be every day. I mean, literally. And sometimes, I'm being real with you, sometimes the best me that I could be was, y'all need to leave me alone before I blow something up. And I'm being real with you, because that day I just wasn't feeling it. But that was the best that I had for that day. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to do anything wrong. I'm going to sit back and deal with my emotions, deal with myself, and not react. And that's the best that I could do. Every day is kind of different. There's some days that I'm superwoman and I feel like, woo, I can make anything happen. And there's days that my best is just, look, y'all are going to have to eat sandwiches, yo. Mom's not feeling good. This is the best I can do today. But
Yeah,
the
that's right.
But the next right thing, just do the next right thing. You'll be okay. I swear. I don't know how we make it most of the time.
I don't know how I make it. I don't know how I make it, because sometimes I say I don't know how I did all these things, because I'm single mom.
Mm-hmm.
My kid, I have 2 kids growing up. One is married, and I have 2 little. I take care of them, and sometimes I ask myself, I don't know how I to do it. I don't know how I do it, but I do it, and I keep doing. And I try to enjoy the life, and you have to do the same, because the life is too little, too short. So every day come with a lot of things, but you have to enjoy anything you do, like in your job, in your house, with your kids, with everybody, outside, anybody. You have to enjoy, and sometimes when the bad thing happen, it's for sure something, learn something all the time.
Right. Perfect. I'm glad you said that, because I didn't learn that till I was in my mid-30s. That, first off, I asked the higher power to protect me from all things that were evil, harm, whatever, for me and my family, right? I asked him to protect me, right? Okay. Then when something didn't go my way, or I didn't get what I felt that I should have gotten, I would be like, oh, like, this sucks, yo. What did I do to deserve this? Why can't I get what I want? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I asked that he play defense for me and block out things that mean me harm, because some things I can't sense it. I don't know that it's not for me. Everything that I want is not for me. And the doors that would close in my face, I was so upset. How dare you not choose me for that modeling gig? I'm beautiful. You don't know what you're missing. The magnificent Toledo. Are you crazy? But at the same time, I didn't know behind the scenes what was going on, and that really wasn't what was best for me at that time. So when a higher power closes that door, you to know that sometimes it's for your protection. Sometimes it's just to protect you from yourself.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. Thank him, keep moving, and what's for you will be given to you. What is for you will be right there, and it will not be hard. It will not be difficult to receive it. Right.
Yeah.
Hey,
all the time, everything will be better. All the time, better. When you change, all the time will be better. You never change or go back to get bad things. You all the time change, forget a new things, very good thing for you, and blessing and all the stuff. Everything will be better.
Yes.
If you move it, everything will be better. Any change is for better.
Yes, ma'am.
Actually, I have, to this point, I have written on my bathroom mirror, I have written, things are always working out for me and for my highest good. So if
Awesome.
I know something is not meant,
That.
it's okay because it's working out how it's supposed to.
Wow. Can you say that again? Please say that again.
Things are always working out for me and for my highest good.
Oh,
And I wrote that on my mirror, and every day I read it and I just remind myself if some things are not going how I want them to go, they're still working out for me.
it's still working. It's still working.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Yes.
right.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's
I
nice.
love it.
Sometimes you have to talk to yourself.
Yes.
And love yourself and love who you are.
I do a lot. Talk to myself. I thought it meant I was
Yeah.
crazy, though. That doesn't mean that I'm crazy. I talk to myself.
Do you
I
ladies,
I say sometimes, okay, I'm my psychology. Myrna is my
I'm a therapist.
do you ladies know Mel Robbins?
Robin. No.
Mel Robbins, she's a motivational speaker. She's like a self-help type coach.
Right.
But I follow her on Instagram, Mel Robbins, and she always says to high five yourself in the mirror, to say, hey, you know what? Good job, Lise. You did great today.
Yeah. I
Something
do that.
like that. So it's like you're your own best cheerleader. Like, hey, good job, Lise.
Yeah, I did it.
Yes. Yeah. So
Awesome.
she's the one that taught me that.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just. You can kick in, baby, at any time. You're good. I see you over there. But we're gonna go back around through the panel again, and I don't know what the wine is, but I don't want you guys to think of alcohol, okay? Because that's what I thought when I saw it. I'm like, yeah, baby, I like red. Bring it. But I'm like, I love red wine. So I'm like, yes, that's my like woosah. But I'm like, okay, not really wine. But so what do we mean by wine? How do you ladies mellow out? Let's say situations are getting hectic and you're just like, oh my Jesus. And there is no bottle of wine anywhere close by. So how do you just woosah? Like, what is your spot? Is it a certain place that you go to feel okay? Is there a certain thing, something that you read? Maybe something that you write? Maybe somebody that you call? Like, what is that wind down for you, that relax for you? And we'll start with you, Miss Lady. Miss Anja, are you ready? I think we lost Myrna. Hopefully she'll come back on. Okay. Can you hear me still? Miss Anja, are you good, baby? I don't know if I'm being heard or not. How to wind? Okay. Can y'all hear me? Okay, Miss Lisa, we're gonna go with you. We're gonna go ahead and go with you, Lisa. I think I'm just preoccupied. We're gonna go with.
All right. So for me, kind of like what I was previously talking about, and I'll be, I'll share a little bit. Like the last couple of days, for whatever reason, I don't know, were overly intense for me. Meaning I was just really anxious, and I honestly I can't really pinpoint what it was. However, I don't know. It's just something inside of me. I was just like, too many things to do, too many things going on. So what I love to do is I love like essential oils. Those help me to calm down. I use a blend called Stress Relief, and I just rub that. I inhale it. You know, I relax, I take a walk, I talk it out. Sometimes it's important to have that person that you can go to and you can just dump it all out, whatever's on your mind or whatever's bothering you, even though you're not really too sure why. I've only had a few in my lifetime. I've only had a few episodes like I had these past few days where I'm not sleeping, you're kind of cranky, and you know, I don't know, it was just like all these different facets that kind of came together, and I just said, okay, stop. Did the essential oils. I drank this tea that's like a stress relief tea. It's has kava in it. I'm all about like herbs and the natural remedies for me.
Yeah.
Because I don't really like any medicines or anything like that. So
Right.
I drank the tea and I just chilled on the couch, and you know what? Today I'm fine. I feel great. I had a great night's sleep. So it's just finding what works for you, and that's my go-to is essential oils, herbal tea, and talking to somebody. That's really important.
Nice. That is awesome. That's awesome. I probably would say the same things, except for, and that's what this show is about. You know, this show is about helping women, well, helping anyone, honestly, to find solutions to things that they may not have even thought about. You know, we're here to educate, we're here to inspire. Boss Talk is one of those platforms that's pretty much, you'll never know what kind of conversations we'll be having on here, honey. It comes and goes, and it's all, yeah. What it's about, because you're teaching me something right now, Miss Lisa, because I don't use essential oils, nor have I even ever thought of it, because I just don't understand them. I don't know about them, so therefore, things we don't understand, we just don't deal with instead of trying something new. Right? Just try it. So you have inspired me to actually try that. You know, I do.
It's helped me in so many situations.
Right.
Really. I mean, from having an upset tummy where you just take like 3 drops of peppermint oil with a little bit of coconut oil or a carrier oil, as they call it, and you just rub that around your tummy. The soles of your feet are you know, great receptors for oils as well. So it was actually my daughter that got me into the oils, and I've loved them. They're very affordable. You don't have to use a lot. A little bottle goes a long way, and it helps. There's so many different types, you know, of if you get synergy blends for headaches or you know, stress relief, or there's some for what do I have? Like good mood, you know, there's all kinds. You can diffuse them. You can rub them on your wrists, on the back of your neck, on your tummy. It just depends on what ailment or what you're struggling with. But I love essential oils. I really do.
Awesome. Like I said, you're teaching me something. So
yay!
Fantastic. Okay, Miss Anja, you're back. I see you. So you may not have heard the question though. So I'll kind of repeat. What is it that you do to wind down, like to get yourself back in a space of just natural, like feeling okay? Is it a place that you go to? Is it somebody that you call maybe? Or what is your ritual for just bringing or is it a glass of wine, or like you say, or a beer, like you're good? Like, is that, because mine's kind of like a wine / meditation / some other stuff. So there's a combination there. But what's your go-to? Okay, we can't hear you. Is she still? Are you still? Wait. What's your go-to? We can't.
Hopefully I don't sound too bad right now. My boyfriend came into the room and kind of messed up my video and mic situation. Hopefully I don't sound too bad Right now, my boyfriend came into the room and kind of messed up. What is happening? Video. And there we go. All right. Maybe.
Yes.
Oh no.
That's good.
Okay, no, we good. I got it fixed. Okay, thank God. I'm so sorry. Okay, so for me, self-care, in those moments, it comes in like a number of different forms. I don't know why I can't. I'm terrible with like right and left and stuff like that.
Me too.
Sometimes it's calling my mom. That's a big one for me, is calling my mom. I had really bad separation anxiety from my mom for a really long time. My mom is my best friend. She's my number one go-to always. But I mean, I also, whenever it's time to calm down, I'll admit I have a medical marijuana card. I have seizures. I have fibromyalgia. I have arthritis. I have a number of things. It really helps me. It really helps me just relax the really, really tense muscles that I have, a little bit, so that I feel less pain and can relax at the end of the day. I also, I've gotten really into different aromatherapy scents, stuff like that. Whenever I'm going to bed, I always meditate. If I'm going to bed and I'm doing yoga, I always do Zen yoga. So more stretching and meditative yoga rather than, more intensive, like wringing out, really strenuous, I'll just say strenuous on your body types of yoga, less more just restorative types of yoga. Nice. And then I love watching ASMR whenever I'm going to sleep. I especially like watching Reiki ASMRs from like really accredited Reiki practitioners. And making sure that the energy frequency I'm listening to afterwards, I have no idea what is happening with that.
Oh, we can hear you.
Hopefully
that's cool.
Everything's good there. But I like listening to those. I don't know what just happened, but hopefully I'm here and you can hear me. I don't know.
Hear you still. It's crazy.
I can't hear you guys anymore. So hopefully you got something out of me, and I'll come back in a little bit again.
Well, yeah. Well, no, we're actually wrapping it up. So you did great, actually. Everybody did excellent. So we're wrapping up. It's about time to kind of say adieu. And I'm gonna let you again, since you're the only one left, Miss Lisa. You gotta love technology, yo. You just gotta love it. Since you're the only one left, I'm gonna go ahead and let you say. Remind us again where we can find you. First off, your shop. You have your online shop, and just your social media, where we can find you at. Yeah.
So my Instagram handle is Liscel Styles, Liscel, and then Styles. So that's Instagram. Facebook is the same, Liscel Styles. And yeah, I'm all about new and gently used fashions. I've been in the fashion business all my life, and my closet, I have a closet on Poshmark, and my closet name is Liscel, Liscel. If you're not familiar with Poshmark, it's a reseller platform where I can post my items, and I sell my items through that platform. So that's where you can find me if you like any of, the pieces. They're all one of a kind. And then my business partner and I, DJ Labello, we have a program called Music Meets Fashion, and that's where I had the pleasure of meeting you.
Yes.
We will be coming to Atlanta actually in May for our next Music Meets Fashion pop-up shop fashion show. So
that's May 14th.
May 14th, yes.
Okay. Awesome.
And we now also, Music Meets Fashion LV has an Instagram as well. So you can follow us there. And yeah, I'm just loving what I'm doing, and I'm super excited to see what the future holds as far as events and things go. And now Las Vegas is opening up a bit more, so I'm excited about
Yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
It's all good.
That's gotta be exciting. Yeah.
Yes, for
Awesome.
sure. But I want to say thank you so much. I've had an amazing evening.
Yes, I'm so glad you could come on. I love it. I love it. I don't know if Miss Anja's going to get ready to be able to come back in, or Miss Myrna. They might try to come back in. I see somebody trying.
Yeah.
I think we may have lost them for the evening. But no, it has been a pleasure. As per usual, I am planning on attending, of course, the Music Meets Fashion. I did have the honor and pleasure of meeting you there. You have a wonderful spirit. You have a very kind heart, and I could sense the passion in what you do, the love for what you do. And that's why I'm coming back again. Because yes, and it's a great platform, you all. If you don't know, there's vendors that are there. You can get a vendor's table, and whatever it is you market, whatever it is you do, whatever it is you sell, you can come and then mingle, network. So it's not just a show per se; it's an actual networking event. They have the fashion and the models and all this stuff, and the food, and it's great food, by the way. It's super reasonable. Oh, is it crazy Atlanta? Is where we're going to be. The food was fantastic.
Atlanta, yes.
And yes, it's a great atmosphere, laid back. It was really nice, guys. So if you need to, if you make lip gloss, you make lipsticks, you make clothes, you do shoes, come and get your vendorship as well. It's very reasonable, and we'll be looking forward to seeing everybody.
I'm super excited.
Yes, that I am as well. Okay, and I think that this is going to be it for us, guys. I think that's all. I was trying to give it a couple of minutes to see if any of the other ladies were going to come back on, but I don't think so. I think we lost them.
I think so. Much love to you and your viewers.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
And I look forward to seeing you next month.
Yes, you shall. I will be in the building. Okay.
Yes. Take care.
You too. Thank you for joining, everyone. Thank you, everyone who's watching us via whatever platform that you're on right now. We appreciate you. Boss Talk. If you all need any type of business promotions, any type of help, any type of assistance getting your business off the ground, Boss Talk has a whole situation that can be great for you. I know you see the little banner going across the bottom. So those are the ways that you can get a hold of Boss Talk Nation. And we again thank you, Mr. Julian, of course. And we will be signing off, I believe. Here's just hey, Julian.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Great job. Definitely, it was some great conversations. And we'd like to invite the ladies back anytime. When actually the fashion event that you guys are talking about. When is that supposed to be? When is the date?
The 14th of May.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. All right. So we'll talk about, seeing, you said it's in Atlanta, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll talk about something. We might be able to put something together. So I'll talk with my co-host here, and then we'll put something together. But definitely great to have you here, and all the ladies did a great job, and we're going to sign off for the night. So we'd like to thank everybody, and enjoy your weekend, and see you next week.
And happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Yes.
Happy
Easter. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right. Good night.
Bye-bye. Good night.